Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend the reason she's always sick of because of her poor hygiene? I don't think I'm in the wrong here, but maybe I'm being unreasonable. I don't know. I 24F have been with my girlfriend 22F for about 2 years now. She's wonderful and I love her a lot. On our very first date, something I noticed was that she didn't seem very concerned with cleanliness. Something to note is that masks were still mandatory where we live and so COVID concerns were still very much a thing. We ended our date by grabbing a snack that she wanted us to bring back to her place. We got there and she immediately started taking everything out without washing her hands. Maybe I'm just a clean freak, but this surprised me a little. I brushed it off until she excitedly tried to get me to try some charcuterie jelly she had. She did this by dipping her finger directly into the jar and holding it out for me to try. At this point I felt pretty icky about it and jokingly said something like, "And get a taste of all that stuff we were touching earlier?" We were out and about, public transit, etc. She seemed a little embarrassed but agreed it was a little gross, but still didn't wash her hands. This was the first day we knew each other. To this day, I have not witnessed her wash her hands with anything more than water. And even that takes me asking multiple times. She will go about her whole day, use the washroom, etc. without washing her hands. She loves finding treasures when we're walking around, like abandoned toys, household stuff, clothes, etc. even if they are visibly very dirty. She touches everything and anything, doesn't wash her hands. She also showers maybe twice a week, doesn't use soap there either. The only time she washes her hair or uses soap to clean her body is when I literally do it for her, which she says she enjoys. This wouldn't bother me so much if it weren't for a few things. She likes to cook for me, she loves to dip her fingers into jars and drink straight from bottles instead of using silverware and cups. She touches my face a lot, and to be honest, she stinks. And on to my main point, she is always sick. She tends to be very sensitive and gets very upset if she thinks that I'm implying that she's gross in any way, so I try to be as gentle as possible when encouraging her to wash herself. Eventually, I guess I got fed up when she was complaining about being sick again, and said that maybe the reason she keeps getting colds, COVID, etc. is because her hygiene isn't very good. She got really quiet, cried a bit, and now she thinks that I think she is disgusting and cries whenever I bring up washing hands or anything like that. She used to just laugh and brush it off, but now she seems to be really upset by it. I don't know what else to do, and I feel like a jerk. But I don't think I did anything wrong either. Edit, I'm getting a lot of the same questions in the comments and I responded to some, but I'll add it here. What about when we're intimate? I'm a top, we pretty much only use toys and a strap, and I don't like receiving, ever, not just from her. So yeah, I'm not concerned about getting UTIs from that. I only go down on her after she's had a thorough shower, done by me. Have you ever asked why she doesn't want to wash / why she doesn't like soap? Yeah, and she usually brushes it off with humor, or starts crying. The little information I've been able to gather is that her parents were kind of neglectful by not really teaching her about this stuff. She also used to be bullied for being the smelly kid at school, and past partners have called her gross. She claims to not like the soap I have, even though I have several different types: bar, liquid, Castile, unscented baby soap. She also claims to be a dirty hippie or a raccoon girl, and I think she just considers this like a quirky personality trait. You're gross too for being with her. Yeah, well, I feel gross when she touches me, shares a bed with me, touches my things, cooks for me. I always change my sheets after she leaves, clean everything. I can usually get away with not eating what she cooks as I'm vegetarian and she usually cooks with meat. The odd time she cooks something vegetarian, I'll insist on doing the veggie cleaning and chopping and dump it in the pan or whatever for her, so minimal touching on her part. I know a lot of people don't wash their hands often, but I've always washed mine frequently, and I sanitize my phone every day. I don't like feeling this way, but the way she reacts makes me feel like I'm overreacting. If I knew she was like this on the first date, why did I keep dating her / why are you monitoring her bathroom and hygiene habits so closely? You're a creep. It's one of those things that sort of builds up over time and you don't really see how bad it is until you're deep into it. I was in a long-term abusive relationship prior to this, and I'm not trying to compare this to abuse, but it's the same idea of a little problem snowballing until one day you're like, damn, this is bad. I knew her hygiene wasn't 100% right away, but I didn't know it was literally non-existent until we started spending prolonged periods of time at each other's places and using the bathroom with each other in the room versus alone with the door closed. Then I'd see her in the shower just standing there under the water, not lathering up, using the toilet, then just rinsing her hands with water, etc. She complains that she doesn't like the soap I have, but I tell her that I have multiple types of soap: bar soap, regular liquid hand and body soaps of various scents, Castile soap, unscented baby soap, etc. So surely she must be okay with one of them? But no, she just hates using soap, period.